No.
No, come on, start all lively in that.
Okay, 1 second. Sip of the coffee.
Can we try not to cut each other off a lot in this video?
Yeah, let's try not to do that.
Okay, guys, we're back. And we're gonna get started on a question that we got, and it's super juicy, so
yeah,
get to reading.
This one's a juicy one, so you could read that.
No, come on, you need the practice.
Practice? I don't need to practice reading anything.
From last time.
Anything.
Come on.
Prevalent, innit? I think oh, whoa, that is not even.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. There you go. It's all about the pixels. Okay. This email's titled Stalker Alert! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Hey Sid and Dina, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. On Christmas Day I was walking home from my cousin's house and a guy asked for my number. I was around my neighbourhood and already knew his name and his face, and we never really spoke. I gave it to him. Why? Because he seemed like a nice guy. Just a bit of info. I'm 16, nearly 17, and he's 20, but I looked older than my age and he looks younger than his age. Okay. We started talking on WhatsApp and I thought he was funny, but he began calling me minimum 7 times a day and would complain if my replies were longer than a minute. We're presuming that's text. He works in the same area as me and he can into work.
Alright.
He came into the store where I worked and wouldn't leave until closing time. He was speaking to my manager, colleagues and even the security guard. My manager kept moving me around the store to try and make him leave, but he wouldn't. The next day after he got my number, he told me he liked me and I told him I was sorry but I couldn't, I had a boyfriend. I really wasn't trying to offend him. He got really upset and simply weird. I saw the warning signs and blocked him on WhatsApp and deleted his number, but he won't stop calling me. Moreover, we live in the same block, like 3 minutes walk. I do not know what to do or even if I should tell my boyfriend. I know he wouldn't be mad that I gave him my number because I have a lot of guy friends and they're less bitchier than girls. Okay. Okay.
Call the police.
You need to call John Luther, yeah.
DCI John Luther. Is it DCI or
you need to call DCI John Luther, because
he'll sort him right out.
Man's gonna be up in your house like with a knife and that. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. 1 second.
I need to read that again in my head so I can concentrate on it.
No.
Let me just read the first paragraph real quick.
Basically, the guy won't leave her alone. And she hasn't told her boyfriend. So if your boyfriend's kind of understanding about how you have a lot of guy friends and everything, I think...
What you could do is just say, yo, I got this guy friend, but he turned a bit psycho and I've tried blocking him so that he can leave me alone, but he won't. Can you sort him out? Basically, right, what you have to do is you have to move. In real life, I've only had a stalker.
Wait,
online.
Dina, tell him about your stalker, yeah?
Yeah. Basically, I've had a stalker.
You don't have one. Shut up. Okay.
I've had an online stalker before, and so he was doing weird things online, like making picture albums of me, and he was saying things like, oh, I went outside your uni today. Oh, I saw you, I know you work here, and I know you work here. I watched you walking out of work, and like really precise things that made me think that, oh, he is somewhere around, he does see me. But I never actually came face to face with him or anything like that. So I reckon he was just an online freak and he just found out some information from me from Facebook or something stupid like that. And anyway, what I did was I didn't call 999, the serious one. I called 111, the less serious police number in the UK to call to get some advice, and they were really good. They took down all the details and stuff like that, and they tried to investigate it, and then they were like, okay, if anything happens we can do this and that. But in the end nothing happened and it just fizzled out. So yours, I shouldn't have told you that story because yours is totally different because he...
No, it is, you know.
You could call, if you're in the UK, call the 111, is it 111?
It's 111.
Call the 111 number and tell them about it because they will help. And if you really feel like you're in danger, they will get you some kind of protection. But if I was you, if this was me and I was 16, you're 16 or 17, I would get a restraining order on him because...
What?
Yeah,
there's no point in going that far. Listen,
Why?
he lives 3 minutes away.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what you need to do is, okay, you've blocked him from everything. The first thing you need to do is literally tell your boyfriend. You need to tell your boyfriend.
No, but wait. What
No. I haven't finished. You need to tell your boyfriend, and you need to make sure your boyfriend doesn't go insane.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do, because you don't know what kind of person you're dealing with here. He could be a freak of nature, and then your boyfriend go up to him, and then this guy could bloody kill your boyfriend.
Yeah, what if he stabs him or something? Like, what if anything?
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is tell your boyfriend, like, sit him down and tell him, and literally, like, don't make it out to be a massive deal, because chances are he'll get really pissed off and he'll
go and do something stupid.
He'll go and
maybe.
do something. So you don't need to tell him like info where he lives and everything, because you know he'll go, oh, what the fuck? Who is he, man? Who is he? I want to know.
I'm knocking on his door right now, fam.
Yeah. So what? So then have a proper conversation with your boyfriend, and where I think you guys should go from there is literally.
Why do I look so far?
No, stop.
Sorry.
Serious subject.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and then what I think you guys should do is it also depends on if your boyfriend is young. If your boyfriend is older and he's a bit mature and everything, he can go talk to him. If he's a bit hot-headed, then I would advise calling the 111 number. 111. 111?
No, wait. I've got better advice. While you're doing all that, make sure when you leave for work, because he knows where you work and he knows everything.
Oh!
Make sure you don't walk alone.
Yeah, do not go anywhere alone.
When you're going on your routes that he knows, etc., and all that stuff, try and walk with a friend or walk with your boyfriend. Walk with somebody that you know, so that you're not alone, and so that I don't know. You don't know with these stalker, because obviously he's got something wrong with him mentally somewhere for him to be that obsessed.
Yeah.
And for him not to take a hint. So I would really take every precaution.
Yeah, I would. If you tell your boyfriend, then maybe he can,
maybe he'll back off.
He'll be I'm saying if he
yeah.
could be your, meet you after you finish work. Walk you to work sort of thing, but if he's busy, then you need to get one of your friends, because worst case scenario, until it all dies down and he forgets about you, basically.
It's hand actions.
Yeah.
Forgets about you.
Forgets about you. But worst case scenario is literally if this guy's obsessed and everything and you're alone, and then he starts following you and God knows what happens.
Get a restraining order.
Restraining order?
Yeah.
What?
If he doesn't leave her alone fully and he's a complete psycho.
Yeah. If it goes further and everything, and he's flipping like, done
like
other
something
stuff.
off Luther.
Yeah. Well, stop mentioning Luther. We've been watching too much Luther, man.
We've done a marathon of Luther.
And now anybody that rings the doorbell, Dina's like.
Yeah. Yesterday, the neighbour.
Who's that?
The neighbour rang the doorbell at 7:30 at night.
Because she had to give.
Because she had our post.
Yeah.
So nice neighbour. And I was like, yo, who's that? It's 7:30 at night. Who the hell is that?
And
Check through the window first.
Check through the window first.
Sid opened the door like that. He opened the door.
I opened the door.
With the other hand.
With a fist. I opened the door like that. Like.
Ready.
If it's anyone, they're gonna get it. And she was like, oh, hi, she posted. And I was like, oh, hi. She didn't know my heart was like, Yeah, so, yo, man, all this stuff about stalkers is crazy. Seriously.
Yeah, it is.
But there's some nutters out there, and I know you probably think, okay, you can take care of yourself and all of that stuff, and I don't need to be going, I can go out alone and stuff like that.
Basically, at the end of the day, okay, women are equal to men, all that. But in general, most men are stronger than women. So if a man wants to do something, he will probably be successful if you're on your own at the end of the day, isn't it?
Unless you're
like a black belt in
UFC fighter or something, then you can just knock them out, whatever, man.
Exactly.
But I would be, but.
Unless you're one of them brainy people that can use tactics, but if he's going right, I'll take a left.
We're going completely off.
I know. Well, that's why I like doing this, because it's fun. But anyway, I would say don't just think, oh, it's just nothing. Take the precautions just in case. Because it's better to be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, to be safe than sorry.
And you are only 16, that's like me 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're very young. Yeah.
And you don't want to be, you know, at that age we're very careless and everything, and
we think nothing's a big deal.
Yeah, nothing's a big deal, but.
And hopefully, don't give your number to anybody who.
Yeah. Do not do that.
Even if you've seen them around and
don't
you
need
think,
to do that.
and you think they're okay, I wouldn't give my number straight away like that.
No, never give your number. You don't need to give your number.
Yeah.
What else can you give if you really want like the person? Talk to them.
Email.
Just give him your email, man.
Yeah.
Just give him something else.
We sound really old. Nobody chats on emails.
No, you don't have to chat on email. You can give them. There's loads of flipping chats people use and stuff.
Yeah, you can do. You can give me Snapchat. DM me on Instagram.
DM me on Instagram.
DMs.
DM me on Instagram. Actually, if he DMs you on Instagram and he gets your location and stuff,
well, we've been
watching too much Luther. Some guy getting location off of Facebook and meets up with a woman and just.
Yeah, but people who put location on are.
Yeah, don't use
I put location on by accident, and then some of you really nice viewers have been like, Dina, your location's on. You might want to change that. I've been like, thank God.
Yeah. So we hope everything works out with you, and be very careful, and do not give your number to random. You know, okay, you've seen him around, but you don't know him. You don't know what type of person he is. You don't know what he gets up to. Don't
and
ever
doesn't matter if he looks kind, because if you watch Luther, most of them look kind.
And the thing is, okay, you look kind and all that stuff.
All you gotta do is put a smile on your face.
Anybody can look kind nowadays.
Yeah.
You never know what they're really like.
So basically, just make sure you take the precautions and tell your boyfriend if your boyfriend is level-headed.
Yeah, tell your boyfriend, and if not, and you think that's a bad idea, then call 111, ask them for advice, and you know, maybe ask some of your friends and stuff, and you know that you think are a bit sensible, and
maybe your other guy
help
friends.
You
said you've got loads of guy friends.
Oh yeah, tell your other guy friends. They could help you out. They could go up to him, acting like.
Yeah, because they're not your boyfriend. They're not going to be crazy pissed. They're just going to be like, back off because they're your mate.
Exactly. So you can tell some of your guy friends, and they could act as your boyfriend.
No, they don't.
Or they don't need to act. They could say, "Listen, that's my friend. Leave her alone."
Just be like, you need to back up. You need to chill out, mate.
Yeah.
Back off.
And you know.
Anyway, yeah. So hopefully, but nobody have fights and stuff. That's not great.
Oh, Hannah's knocked out.
Alhamdulillah. That's why you're not seeing us go.
Okay, take care of yourself. Bye bye. Cheers. What?
I like my makeup today. Should I do a tutorial on my channel?
No.